One of the biggest innovations to the Call of Duty franchise I can recall in the last few years, for better or for worse, was the inclusion of crossplay and cross-progression with Modern Warfare 2019. At the time, that was kind of unheard of for Call of Duty. It was becoming mainstream in other games, but for Call of Duty, who was seemingly at the time stuck in some very archaic business practices, that seemed like an impossibility to a degree. But then, it happened. For the first time since Modern Warfare 2019, we're seeing an adjustment this upcoming year to how that cross-progression and cross-play system works, taking it another step further with Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2. So as we go along, we're going to be talking about one of the lesser discussed features that honestly I think is pretty cool here, if you ask me, to be able to universally progress your content as the next year and beyond unfolds. As we go along, drop your thoughts down below. Do you like the ability to see this cross progression expand? Do you think it's a good idea? Whatever the case, drop your thoughts below. But if you enjoyed the video, you found it at all insightful, do me a favor and drop a like on the video. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to stay up to date with all things Modern Warfare 2, Warzone 2, and DMZ. We've got a ton of stuff upcoming in the next few weeks to months leading up to and following the launch of those three experiences. So if you'd like to join us on the road to 500,000 subscribers while staying up to date with everything, I'd love to have you. For now, though, let's talk about these changes to cross progression and how crossplay will interact with it. So cross progression seems to be a regular thing right now. For those that are unaware of what cross progression allows, you may have played on a singular platform since Modern Warfare 2019. Cross progression allows you to jump from platform to platform and have the experience be seamless. Where you left off on one platform is exactly where you pick up on another. For example, I usually have games on PlayStation 4, as of recently PlayStation 5, and on PC as my main. So when I game on PC, I'm doing everything there, but if I want to jump over to console for whatever reason it may be, anything that I had on PC is exactly the same as it is on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. My Atomic, my Damascus, my Dark Ether across all three games, all can be used on PC, Xbox, or PlayStation. All my progress on the Battle Pass for that season, all my progress on my seasonal ranking, everything is entirely the same. To my knowledge, the only stuff that I've seen that hasn't transferred is more platform exclusive items, like those PlayStation combat packs for Warzone. Those are just bare skins on PC if they show up at all. Things like in Cold War, you had those platform specific redemptions for things like the Confrontation Weapons Pack at launch of the game. Those actually, if you jump from platform to platform, those produced bare and blank weapon blueprints. And then beyond that, I think the only things that didn't transfer one-to-one, for whatever reason, were Cold War's campaign, the Dark Ops Mastery for campaign challenges. That was locked to my prior PC that I played on before I upgraded my system. But beyond that, everything in 3 years has been exactly the same, jumping from platform to platform. Now, previously, that's been something that's only been the mainline experience. Whatever Call of Duty game on PlayStation 4 and most recently PlayStation 5, as well as Xbox One, Series S and X, and PC. But at COD Next, we learned about an interesting development that takes it even a step further. This year, COD Mobile Warzone is in that mix as well. The only caveat or quick snag is that right now, mobile doesn't have a specific launch date, whereas we know Modern Warfare 2 is coming on the 28th, and then November 16th is the launch of Warzone 2 and DMZ. COD Mobile is only said to be launching next year. Nothing really beyond that, but in that sense, there's a little bit more time to look forward to it and where we can see these changes coming on a broader sense in a larger scale, with one of the big highlights being that they value your time here in regards to that. And so now whenever you play either Warzone Mobile, PC, or console for Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2, you're going to be putting progress towards everything here. One much larger shared rank, building upon that cross progression system we'd already seen, where your battle pass progression, your seasonal rank, all that kind of stuff will be built upon no matter if you're playing PC, console, or now mobile. And also what's pretty cool is that your friends and chat systems will also be paired out to mobile as well. So quite literally anything Call of Duty related is now touching on every single platform that is out there available. The only thing that we don't see is, of course, like the Steam Deck and the Nintendo Switch, but beyond that, mobile, PC, and console will end up having the same progression across the board, which is pretty dang cool to think about how much scale there is to this. Now, to that end, it is said that anything you earn on your battle pass, either in PC, console, or mobile, you're going to see it transferred here. But the interesting part is that this now accounts for everything in terms of gameplay experience. Tethered unlocks, and even progression on weapons. So that's something that while you looked at Warzone Mobile whenever that was maybe playing at COD Next, you might not think too much of it. It seems like Warzone 2 is going to be quite literally Warzone 2 for console and PC, but also built for Warzone Mobile. The only really big difference here, which we might come back to in this discussion, is that you're not playing on Al Mazrah. You're playing on Verdansk in COD Mobile for whatever reason. I don't quite know the specifics of that. There really was nothing leaked or detailed about that, but it's just a different map. But you'll be able to play with the same systems in play, the same items, the same weaponry, and so therefore, if you say want to rank up your M4 on COD Mobile for some reason, you do that, you come back, it's going to be ranked up on PC as well as console. So very interesting to see that the depth of even that is going to that point with Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2 and Warzone Mobile now by extension. Now, that's cool and all for cross progression, but what does that mean for cross play? Because we saw when these were all first introduced as one tethered sort of item that everything was available to play against each other. Well, unfortunately for those that may be kind of frothing at the mouth at the idea of playing on PC versus somebody on mobile just playing with their thumbs, unfortunately, that's not going to work out for you. This is something that did also confirm will be separated cross-play to avoid massive imbalance. Now, that's something that I'm sure you could maybe argue PC versus console, one way or the other. People fall on both sides of the fence here with that. For me, I don't care if I'm playing console, I don't care if I'm playing PC, but in regards to playing any of those versus quite literally playing somebody that has a thumb trackpad, I can see where that imbalance would end up coming into play, as opposed to controller on PC versus console on PC. That's much different in terms of a technical gameplay gap, as opposed to console or PC versus mobile. Plus, also you got to bear in mind, you're not playing on the same map. We just mentioned that Verdansk is the home of Warzone Mobile, whereas Al Mazrah is the home of Warzone 2 on console and PC. Now, while it won't be a one-to-one port here in terms of Warzone 2 to Warzone Mobile, there are going to be things that they detailed are specific just for mobile in terms of that gameplay loop. I wonder going forward if we'll end up seeing things like the just baseline COD Mobile come over to have this then expand the cross progression even further. That's kind of its own thing, so I don't know if they would ever really dive into doing that, but I mean, having all these platforms now, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series S and X, PC, as well as Warzone Mobile, that's going to be pretty big in terms of that offering for however you want to play the game, making one unified Call of Duty experience, and that's pretty cool if you ask me. I don't really see too many downsides in regards to having the ability to, if you want to earn something on a season, playing on PC or console or mobile during your lunch break, as they detailed as an example. That, I think, just takes this system we saw introduced in the last couple of years and amplifies it even further, pushes it to a different degree. So for that, I think that's pretty cool, and that's how Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2 is changing the cross-progression system here upcoming. But that said, that's where we're going to wrap it up. Just want to talk about something that I really haven't seen anybody mention too much, and I think it's a really cool detail. So let me know your thoughts down below on what you think of it. Do you think it is something that's going to be worthwhile? If you are somebody that plays mobile, do you like that you're going to be able to earn the same things as those on PC and console? Do you guys think it's a good idea to have this cross-progression system, but then have separate matchmaking for PC and console, and then separate matchmaking for mobile? Whatever the case, drop your thoughts below. But if you enjoyed the video, you found it at all insightful, do me a favor and drop a like on the video. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a single thing regarding all things Modern Warfare 2, Warzone 2, and DMZ. Again, a lot upcoming here in a very short period of time. So make sure you're here for all of it. But for now, that's what we're going to call it. Thanks so much for watching. My name is Espresso. I'll see you guys later. Take care and peace.